We have a positive news story update. So we have already talked about this woman, Rachel Pickrell Hawkins. She was going to jail because she didn't want to have to reunite her ex-husband with her two kids that did not want to go with him. The dad is facing criminal charges, and this mom was like, it's not in their best interest. So let's talk about this. It says Colorado mother avoids jail after lawyer argues reunification therapist has history of deadly consequences. So the Colorado mother avoided further jail time after a lawyer argued that the court-ordered reunification therapy the mother opposes between her youngest sons and her criminally charged ex-husband was being conducted by a therapist who had a history of tragic, deadly consequences for another mother whose two children were unalived. After a contentious 2-hour hearing, Larimer County District Court Judge Daniel McDonald on Thursday ruled that Rachel Pickrell Hawkins would not have to spend an additional 5 weekends in the Larimer County Jail and suspended her sentence. The judge also halted any additional reunification therapy sessions between her children, aged 10 and 13, and their father until the resolution of the criminal case pending against the father. Douglas County prosecutors filed criminal charges against the father in July, weeks after McDonald ordered the mother to spend 7 weekends in jail for thwarting the court-ordered reunification therapy. McDonald said the pending criminal case meant circumstances had changed and caused him to reconsider his earlier jail sentence. Also, what changed? Social media getting involved. It does at least allow for an understanding of the contemptuous behavior, the judge said when he announced he was doing away with the mother's remaining jail sentence. The father, retired Aurora Police Sergeant Michael Hawkins, faces 7 felony counts of child SA, including the alleged 2012 rape of his daughter when she was elementary school age, and a misdemeanor count of physical child abuse. Hawkins has denied any SA of his 3 daughters, including two whom he adopted. His lawyer contends the mother lacks credibility and is highly manipulative. During Thursday's hearing, the mother's new legal team, hired after donors raised more than $70,000 to assist Pickrell Hawkins, pointed to reunification therapist Christine Bassett's past therapeutic relationship with another couple as a warning sign. The mother's lawyer said Bassett previously had bungled the counseling of Adam Zipperer and Erica Bethel on how to co-parent their 2 young children. On December 3rd, 2022, which is not that long ago, Zipperer, 36, unalived his children Cameron Lynn Zipperer, 8, and Audrey Jane before taking himself out like a coward. She encouraged Erica Bethel to trust their children's father. Trust him, reintegrate the children with him, said the lawyer Heather Boxterman during the hearing. Then the second he had unsupervised time, the children were unalived by their father. My question goes to whether or not her judgments about parents in reintegration therapy, in a reintegration therapy setting, are trustworthy or dangerous. McDonald barred the lawyer from specifically questioning Bassett about her therapy sessions with Bethel and Zipperer, ruling that therapists have protections that allow them to avoid testifying about their clients unless those clients sign release disclosures. Still, he allowed the lawyer to ask generally about Bassett's therapy practice. Ms. Bassett, have you ever misjudged the safety of a parent? The lawyer asked. The response, I'm sure that's probably happened, answered Bassett, whose personal lawyer also attended Thursday's hearing. The dispute over the reunification therapy that resulted in a jail sentence for Pickrell Hawkins occurs at a time when such therapy has drawn criticism from state lawmakers who passed new laws seeking to restrict its use. Prodded in part by the investigative reports by the Denver Gazette, legislators 3 years in a row have passed family court reform legislation. Reunification therapists use exercises and techniques to deprogram a child's resistance to a parent. In extreme cases, children have been sent across state lines to attend reunification camps with parents they are rejecting while they are barred from having any contact with another parent. Under the law the state lawmakers passed last year, reunification therapy cannot be used to restrict the parenting time of a protective parent who is not abusive solely to repair the relationship with an estranged parent. Pia Jensen, the personal therapist for Pickrell Hawkins' two youngest children, testified during the hearing that the reunification therapy at Bassett's Lighthouse Christian counseling in Fort Collins with their father was harming the two children. They are upset that their mom has to go to jail. They are upset that they have to go see Miss Bassett again. They're upset that nothing is on their terms. They're upset that they're not being heard. Jansen testified that the youngest son has expressed in writing during one recent therapy session that he was considering self-deletion over the stress of reunification therapy. She said she fears he will follow through with the threat if the court-ordered reunification therapy continued. Their father has ceded custody of his daughter, now 17, who accused him of rape, to their mother, along with his oldest son, now 17, who accuses him of almost drowning him in a pool in Costa Rica in 2018. But the father has sought sole custody of his two youngest sons and has drawn the support of the reunification therapist in that effort. Bassett, the reunification therapist, testified on Thursday that she thought Hawkins was making incredible progress during the reunification therapy sessions with his sons. He has taken all of the input that I've given him and handled it well, she testified. Hawkins' lawyer, Christopher Estall, argued the mother was to blame for the children's fears and despair, not the father. What actions did you take to help them heal and to support a relationship with their father? They began weekly therapy, she testified. I enrolled them in a school for their social development. I took them to appointments they needed. I tucked them in at night. I listened to them. I comforted them. I loved them. I protected them. That's what a mother is supposed to do. Good job. McDonald, before announcing his ruling, suspended the reunification sessions and jail sentence for the mother, noted that Thursday's hearing had drawn more attention than any other court hearing he had been involved in. The news of the mother's jailing, disclosed by the Denver Gazette, generated a national outcry. On Thursday, many court reform advocates signed on to attend the hearing by virtual WebEx. So many that the judge feared at one point that it was preventing a witness from signing up to testify virtually. That witness eventually testified through the use of a cell phone. McDonald noted that his handling of the case has also generated intense criticism from state legislators who held a protest rally before the Ralph L. Carr Colorado Judicial Center, home of the Colorado Supreme Court. Still, he defended his earlier ruling, saying he had adhered to the U.S. Constitution and upholding legal protections for the father. He said only hearsay statements previously had connected the father to any allegations of the SA. I'm glad that this case got this type of attention. I'm glad that people shared the stories. This helped this mother, but it could possibly help other mothers that are going through similar things with custody and these therapists that want to push kids towards these parents that may be harmful. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.